Suzuki Madura clutch replacement. So we're going to start from removing of the brake lever and the foot peg. So this silver cap is held there by the pin. Pin comes out easily. Silver metal cap comes out as well. And then we're going to have to remove the brake lever, which is a little bit of a wiggle action. It seems like it's a hard job, but it's not. Basically, it has been taken off for quite some time, so I had to work on it for a little bit, but it comes off, as you can see. Now we're going to have to remove those rubber cups covering the bolts. So for this I'm going to use the pick. All the caps comes out. And then using the ratchet I'm going to unscrew all bolts, which will allow us to get the foot peg off. Bolt comes off. Same with the other two bolts, which will be holding the foot peg in place. Now removing the clutch cover bolts, going in cross pattern. No problem with that because they're only held by small torque, about 12 Newton meters. Okay, all the bolts are out. Now this is going to be an excellent prying point to get the cover off. Now we need to remove this little metal cover that hides oil pressure sensor. And to get access to it, you're going to have to remove this bracket which sits just behind the foot peg. Super easy, simple job, just unscrew the bolt. So those two little screws come out and you'll see the oil switch or oil sensor, if you will. Now it's just a matter of unscrewing the tiny little screw and we'll be able to take the cover off. Alright, now wiggle action, and the clutch cover comes off. Just try it not to damage your old gasket. And it's out. Okay, now removing clutch pressure plate bolts. There's only 4 of them there. So I start by hand, and then I remove them with electric tool, and then the pressure plate comes off easily. So this is the pressure plate inside. There's going to be a little washer here that will be corresponding with the position of the push piece inside the clutch basket. Now removing majority of plates at one go. Most of them come out. This is a combination of friction plates and steel plates. And the last plates that are deep inside the basket can be dug out using the picks. So those are the brand new clutch plates, which I kept sitting in oil for about 12 hours. And now it's just a simple process of reinstallation of the plates. As you can see, there is one plate that is slightly different shape than the others. And that's the plate that needs to go to the very bottom of the pack. And then it's just a simple process of replacing your steel plates alternately with your friction plates. Alright, so let's not forget about the little washer on the push piece, and it's also a very good idea to inspect the bearing on the push piece. Now the clutch pressure plate goes in, and it's a good idea to press it in there, which will make installation of the springs slightly easier. So springs go in, and now it's time to torque the bolts up to 12 Newton meters. all torqued up to 12 Newton meters. Then it's a simple job of putting back on your clutch cover. Obviously the mating surfaces must be clean, and this diagram here shows me exactly which bolt goes where. It's a great idea on jobs like that because some of those bolts are of different length. So it's now just reinstalling of the clutch cover bolts, and you torque them up to about 12, maybe 13 Newton meters, but if you do it by hand, that's fine. Now, reinstallation of the cable on the oil pressure switch, and we're almost ready to go. Covering plate goes back on. And of course now it's just a matter of reinstallation of all the elements in the area of foot brackets. Simple process, just do the same as you did getting them out, just in reverse order. Now the brake lever goes back on. And finally our pin just to secure it there. And that pretty much concludes the job.